Hi everyone, welcome to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast, your daily audio summary of the latest news reported in the Ukrainian media. My name is Artem, and here is the news. 650 days less the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Yesterday, Ukraine marked International Volunteer Day. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky awarded 39 volunteers with a special Golden Heart Award, one of them posthumously. In his evening video address, the president said that Ukraine is expressing gratitude to all its volunteers. Quote, to the thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, even millions of caring Ukrainian men and women who joined the volunteer movement during Maidan, during anti-terrorist operation, and now in the time of full-scale war. Those who may feel tired but never give in to weariness, who are always there to listen and help, those who sometimes don't have days off because they know what the brigades need. Those en route to the front lines at this very moment, who perhaps is completing another important fundraiser right now. Those who provide vehicles, medical supplies, drones, and all that's necessary, unquote. He thanked each volunteer for being there for Ukraine. The head of state informed that Ukraine will provide every warrior and the family of a warrior who has been posthumously awarded the title of Hero of Ukraine with an apartment from the state. According to Volodymyr Zelensky, there are 360 heroes since the beginning of the full-scale war, and the first 21 of them received their apartments yesterday. Among these 21, 9 are fallen heroes. We would really appreciate if you could rate us, ideally with 5 stars, in the apps where you are listening to this podcast: Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, and others. This really helps more people to find about the highlights from Ukraine and truth about Russia's invasion. Volodymyr Zelensky informed that yesterday a Russian aircraft was shot down in the area of the Zmyny Island in the Black Sea. The aircraft was attempting to strike the Odessa region. According to the commander of the Air Force of Ukraine, Lieutenant General Mykola Oleshchuk, the fighter jet was downed by the Ukrainian Air Defense Unit, reports Ukrainska Pravda. Later, the Air Force spokesperson said that the Russian An-26 search and rescue aircraft arrived in the area trying to find the crew of the Su-24M bomber in the waters of the Black Sea. The British intelligence informed that Russian forces have been slowly advancing through the ruins of the city of Marinka, Donetsk Oblast in recent weeks, reports Radio Liberty. Now they control most of the city's build-up area, and Ukrainian forces remain in control of pockets of territory on Marinka's western edge. Marinka has been a frontline town since 2014, before the full-scale Russian invasion of Ukraine, and 9,000 people lived in it. The city is now completely destroyed, which is confirmed by drone footage. The intelligence indicates that the current Russian operations against Marinka are part of the autumn offensive of the Russians, the priority of which is the expansion of control over the territory of Donetsk Oblast. Under Qatar's mediation, 6 more deported Ukrainian children will be released by Russia and reunited with their families in Ukraine, reports Interfax Ukraine. According to an unnamed official, a group of 6 children will leave Moscow and head through Belarus to Ukraine. The group consists of children from 8 to 15 years. The mother of one 11-year-old boy is a soldier and is in Russian captivity. His father died around a decade ago, and he will now stay with a maternal aunt. Thank you for listening to the Highlights from Ukraine podcast. We're a commercial initiative of just 2 people, and we need your help to grow. Share information about the podcast, rate us in the app, subscribe to our Patreon. With your support, we are getting better. We call on you to demand from governments of your countries to impose the toughest sanctions possible on Russia and its citizens to stop their invasion of Ukraine.